Hi guys, Katie here. I just unloaded this box from my car. It was a box I filled for $20 at a garage sale. I'm going to take it in the house and we're going to sort through it and see what I found. You'll also notice in this video my dog Wesley. He's a fantastic little scroungy rescue dog, made an appearance. So he's looking forward to saying hello. I'm looking forward to going through this with you. Let's see if my $20 investment was a good one. Let's get started. Hi guys, Katie here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my house. I wanted to invite you guys in so that you could see I've started to put lots of spooky things up for the holiday season, but also so you guys could just sit and relax and go through this box with me of my latest garage sale haul. I haven't even gone through this yet. Comes fresh out of my car. It was a type of sale where it was the last day. They wanted to get rid of a lot of stuff. So they just said to fill the box and they would make me a price. And so I filled this box for $20. So when I do these kinds of sales, I don't always pay attention. I just kind of start grabbing things that look remotely interesting. I throw them in the box and then I kind of decide later if I made a good buy or not. So that's why I needed you guys here to go through it with me and to see what we have and to see what I found. So get cozy, settle in. I'd offer you a blanket if I could. You guys can see I've got my little ghost back there that's ready to get cozy with you. So let's start going through this box and see what we found. Okay, so I'm just going to dig right in because that's why you guys are here. So a couple of the things that I grabbed. I do love vintage Christmas, and they had some of this vintage garland. It is new in the box. The box is in rough shape, but it's that real tight garland that you just don't find anymore. People use this for crafting. They use this for their vintage Christmas decorating. And I'm looking in here because I do believe there's another box of it in here. So just for the box alone, I would think I could get a couple dollars for this. I'm going to have to clean it up. Like I said, everything is just fresh out of the box here. But this vintage garland is just absolutely adorable and kitschy, and it's not like the modern garland that they have today. So I would say that's worth a couple of bucks right there. The next thing I grabbed, I mean, you guys are probably wondering why on earth I would grab this. So is my dog, who's in the background talking. But it was an old board game, and as you can see, the top is absolutely filthy. Looking in the box, it did not have all the pieces. In fact, it hardly had any of the pieces. But it had the piece that I love the most, and that is the actual board itself. So you can see this old Snoopy board game. I sell these really fast in my booth. I don't put a lot on them, $6, $7 at most. People buy them and they frame them for their game rooms and their kids' rooms and things like that. And everybody loves Snoopy. So this is actually in really great shape, even though the box itself is not. So I went ahead and snagged that. Like I said, the other pieces in it, there were a couple little cards that had questions on them that are in really bad shape. And there were a couple of these little, they're falling all over the place. These little place markers, I think. And as you guys can see, those are the little Peanuts characters. So I feel like I could use those in something. I'm not sure what, but I definitely think I can at least get $6, $7 for this board game. So up next is this, it looks like a print. Oh, there goes another little Peanuts character. It looks like a print. It is signed by an Ann Larson, and it kind of looks like a block print. It does still have the original plastic over it. Someone framed it, still wrapped. So I'm gonna look up this artist. It's a really abstract, modern piece. But for someone who really likes kind of modern and abstract art, this could be a really good find, and it is signed at the bottom. So I definitely had to throw this in. Price to be determined because I need to do a little research on that. If you guys know anything about it, feel free to let me know. You guys are so good about doing that in the comments. Another thing that I grabbed, which I couldn't believe it was in such good shape, there was this mid-century modern. It's got like a silver wheat pattern on it. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that. But it's a coffee decanter. And I sell juice and coffee decanters. It's one of those weird things. Every time I put one in the booth, it goes right back out. And I think this one will be especially good because it's kind of got that cool mid-century modern design. The top still works. It just needs a really good cleaning. It's absolutely filthy. It says Colony on it, so I'll have to look up Colony. That's not one that I'm real familiar with. But I thought cleaned up, I could get $8 to $10 for this in my booth. You guys know I love vintage linens, and I feel like you guys love vintage linens because it's one of the things you guys always comment about when I do find them. They had several sets, and they were still in the bags, and they still had the labels on them. They're hand embroidered. This is a tablecloth, and it came with what appears to be 6 napkins. These are in really good shape. They've never been used. I'm sorry, can you guys hear my dogs whining? They're not happy right now. But they're really nice and really clean. I know it. I know. Come say hello to everybody real quick. Come in. Come say hello to everybody real quick. There you go. But I was really impressed with these. And so I went ahead and added those in because linens sell really fast for me, especially when they're brand new. And this was another set that I got, and I actually loved this for fall because it has kind of a brown beige color to it. And these are actually placemats that are embroidered, and they also have the napkins, sir. They also have the napkins with them, but they're absolutely pristine, which I was really excited about. And so I decided to go ahead and add those to the box. I will most likely take these to my booth. I might put $6 to $8 on the set, something right around there. Next out of the box, I did find another fantastic print. This one, it's just like a lithograph print. It has been professionally framed, but it's just a fun little cottagey print for people who like doing, different types of wall decor, and if they like doing kind of gallery walls. This is something I'll put, $5, $6 on and add that to my booth. So up next, baskets. I can't believe how many baskets I sell out of my booth. People use them for storage, they use them for decor, they use them for all kinds of things. So whenever I find them at a really reasonable price, I grab them because then I can price them at a real reasonable price and they move quickly. So I did grab this one. It'd be great on a wall. And I also grabbed, they're the old metal, what is this called? I'm having a mind freeze. What are these called? Do you remember this type of finish? They're old measuring spoons, but they're that cool kind of metallic metal that you sometimes see the glasses and the pitchers made with. It's not the whole set, I know, I was sad too. It's not the whole set, but I thought they were really pretty. And I'll put just, $1 or $2 on these in my booth, and someone will absolutely love them. Okay, let's keep digging. So mugs are another thing. They do really well in my booth. I like to buy them cheap because I sell them cheap, $3, $4, and they fly right out. This one is so sweet. It's a My Morning Prayer, and it has cute little graphics on it of a rooster, of a chicken. There's a mosquito, a toaster. It's just a very sweet little piece. It needs a good cleaning up. It is milk glass and unmarked, but I'll definitely clean that up and add it to my booth for a couple of dollars. I thought this was adorable. It's a little metal plant stand. I have seen these in, larger sizes, couple feet tall, foot tall or so. I have never seen one this tiny. I'm actually probably gonna keep this. I might spray paint it. I might put mums on it or just house plants. But it's nice because it keeps the pots off the floor, and then I don't have to worry about the hardwood getting damaged. So if I were to buy that in a shop, I would pay $5 or $6 for it. So I think it adds good value to this box. I also found this little quirky yard ornament. It's not concrete. I wish he was. He's just kind of like a resin or a plastic. But this is a very cute little guy. I'm gonna just put him in my garden. He's filthy. He's gonna need a good cleaning up. But I think he'll be a fun little addition to the yard. I did find this Fiestaware plate. People really love the teal Fiestaware. I am no exception. Um, so these are worth a couple dollars as well. It's in nice shape. It does not have any chips or cracks. So I made sure to add that to my box. Here's kind of another cool mid-century modern piece. This little, I guess it's a serving platter. It has this fun little Greek design on it. No chips or cracks. It's kind of fun metallic. But I definitely liked it. Something like this will go really fast in my booth. People seem to really love that style. And it's a nice big piece. So I could put probably $8, maybe even 10 on this, and it would go fairly quickly. Here's something I was really excited to find. I did get this wonderful old globe. It's not in bad shape, it's just filthy. It is caked with dirt. When I buy globes for myself, I expect, to pay about $15. So for this was worth the price of the box to me, just for this piece. I will most likely keep this one. I have globes all over my house, the older the better. And this one just needs a little bit of love, but I think I have it to give. Fun little size, great little metal finish. So this definitely had to come home with me. I would put a good $15 to $20 value on that. People love flower frogs. I put them in my booth and they fly right out. This isn't one of the metal ones or one of the depression glass ones. It's just a clear one. If you guys don't know what a flower frog is, this would go into a vase or a container, and then the little holes are where you would put your flower stems. Florists used to use these all the time. So I went ahead and added this. There's no chips or cracks, but I can put about $5 a piece on these, and they go fairly quickly in my booth. I love vintage Christmas. This is no secret. So I did find this kind of cool tin. It's an old candy tin. The company is on the back. It's in nice shape. There's not any rusting. Like everything else in this box, it just needs a good cleaning. I will probably keep this. As you guys can see, I have a lot of green in my family room, and so this is something that will be going into my keep pile. When I buy them for myself, I usually pay anywhere from $3 to $5. So people really like buying boho stuff, bohemian stuff. I sell wicker like crazy, whether it be baskets or wall decor, small furniture pieces, stuff like that. They had an entire bag of these great pot holders, and they're in all different sizes. I guess pot holders is what you would call them. They're like small little placemats. But people use these to make all different kinds of wall decor as well. I am seeing where people make gallery walls out of them. And there was a whole bag of all different sizes. I thought these were just great. They're clean. They're in wonderful shape. I don't put a lot on these. I'll put $2 a piece on them, and they'll sell pretty fast. So I have at least 6 here. So that's a quick $12 right there, just kind of off of those cool little boho pieces. Oh, and here's another one. So I think we have 7 altogether. But people use these for all kinds of things if they really like that boho look. I also got a fun little pottery piece. People love homemade pottery. This one is also signed 1985 on the bottom. Kind of a little spongeware. It almost looks like a little ink jar, but it would be cute with just a little flower stem or something in it. I went ahead and added that. That will go into my booth for a few bucks. And I did get a piece of depression glass, which I really loved. It's just the yellow, not super common. But people love sugar bowls and they love depression glass. Since this one didn't have any chips or cracks, I went ahead and added it in. And I'll be able to clean this up and get a few dollars for that as well. Okay, so at the bottom of the box, these are just really cute. I wanted to show them to you guys. It's the rest of the pieces for the little Charlie Brown Snoopy game. And I'm gonna have to figure out something cute to do with these. But they're just little vintage kind of prints of the little characters. And I just find them so incredibly cute. I have a whole handful of them here. There's a little Charlie Brown. So these can be used in something. I'm not sure what, but I'll have to get the creative juices going. And it looks like we have just a few more things left. I told you guys there was another garland in here, and here it is. It has the old 54 cents price tag on it. It also is a fun decorative box. It's kind of that beautiful, kind of a silvery bronze color. But this will sell well. I'll be able to put at least $5 on this and put it in my vintage booth, and somebody will snag this right up. Not only because just the box itself is pretty, but because it has a ton of the vintage metallic garland in there. So the last thing, I know the box is finally empty. I got a wonderful box of vintage greeting cards. Again, these sell really well. People use them for crafting. I can usually sell these online really well too. It did have some that weren't that fantastic. Okay, so like that doesn't do anything for me. Anniversary cards. But at the bottom, it had these really sweet kind of vintage cat cards. And the cat's looking in the little window, and you open it up, and the cat's hanging out with its little bird friends in their cages. And they're happy birthday cards, but I think people will still just enjoy these for the graphics alone. Especially cat stuff seems to go well too. And there's a few variations. So we've got this one, and there's the little girl hanging out with the basket. She's on the pillow with the cat. So these are super sweet, and I really liked these. So I got a box of them and added that into my box. Okay, so what do you guys think? I think we did pretty good. Thank you guys for this, doing this haul with me and this unboxing. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week. Like and subscribe if you guys like what you see. And as always, have a wonderful week and happy thrifting. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.